We know there's a decrease of estrogen and progesterone, so that's what's happening internally that we're not able to see, but it's happening. So because of that, obviously we start having mood swings, such as being extremely irritable, not wanting to talk to anybody, not wanting to have anyone around you, insomnia, lack of sleep, obviously likely due to the hot flashes, which makes you wake up multiple times during the night, as well as anxiety, a lot of racing thoughts, and obviously fatigue, which could manifest as depression, lack of motivation, lack of energy. When women are experiencing all these symptoms, the most important thing is we gotta talk to a professional, we gotta seek help, and then you will be guided to whether you need hormone replacement therapy, or maybe you need cognitive behavioral therapy, or you need an SSRI or an SNRI, which are different type of medications that don't work on the hormones directly, such as estrogen and progesterone. Obviously, you should always try to help yourself by exercising, having a healthy, balanced diet, meditation, yoga, anything that you could do that could boost your endorphins and it could relax your mind, but also your body. We have seen functional MRIs, PET scans, and even regular MRIs that estrogen is neuroprotective. Decreases inflammation, improves blood flow, and particularly with cognitive decline, what it does is it prevents the buildup of beta amyloid plaques, which are the plaques that get deposited in the brain of patients with Alzheimer's. Therefore, when we have a decline of estrogen, would explain why we're having all these cognitive issues, such as brain fog, can't concentrate, can't retain information anymore. You plan ahead, and then when you get to the task, you forget what you were gonna do, and then it takes you minutes, sometimes hours, to get yourself back together. The solution for that is hormone replacement therapy. Obviously, you gotta go and see a professional, like I always say, because it's not one size fits all. There's women who cannot take hormone replacement therapy due to different risk factors and family history, personal history, but there's other solutions that can be tailored to the patient. So we're gonna go back to exercise and diet, but everything in moderation. Like I said, exercise, I tell my patients, you don't have to go every day to the gym. Go 30 minutes, 3 times a week, but that'll get you in the mood. That helps your brain because it releases endorphins. Endorphins are chemicals that help you feel better. And when you feel better from the inside out, it shows. And you start functioning better, you get more motivation, you get over that fatigue, especially in the beginning years of starting menopause, of having these symptoms, right? Vitamin D is so important. There's a lot of evidence-based research done on how low vitamin D is associated with depression and anxiety. When I see my patients at the clinic, I order everybody a vitamin D level. And you'll be surprised, we're in the Sunshine State, but a lot of us have low vitamin D here. We get in the car and we're driving everywhere. We don't walk outside as much as we should. Also, about a lot of antioxidants are very, very good because antioxidants, they fight inflammation. So what happens, as I mentioned before, with estrogen, as estrogen starts decreasing, there's more inflammation that has been shown on these PET scans and functional MRIs in your brain. Also, I mentioned before some other medications such as SSRIs and SNRIs, which are pretty much medications that work on different chemicals in our brain, like serotonin and norepinephrine, which they also help not only with the vasomotor symptoms, but they also help with anxiety, depression, brain fog, lack of motivation. So those are other choices. Sometimes women, all we need is to talk to somebody, to express how we're doing, how we're feeling, and to have some sort of guidance. So if we have any maladaptive thoughts, those thoughts can be reframed into positive behaviors, into changes in our lifestyle. For me, those 3 are paramount: diet, exercise, and talking to a professional. And then we can assess if you need medications, if you're not a candidate for hormone replacement therapy, which is obviously the first line.